With winter approaching, people in Ukraine are preparing for some very difficult months ahead, with Russia having inflicted colossal damage on the country's electricity grid. President Zelenskyy says Russia is using winter as a weapon of destruction, and so he's ordered the setting up of stations that, in emergencies, will provide for people's basic needs like water and heat. Our Kim Bo-kyoung has the latest.
Ukraine is bracing for a hard winter as most of the Russian damage to Ukrainian power generating facilities has been colossal. The CEO of Ukraine's national power grid operator Ukrenergo said on Tuesday that hardly any of the country's key substations have been left unscathed. Kherson in particular is the region that's in more need of power.
Practically all thermal and hydro generations, meaning major power stations, have been damaged by missile attacks.
During an address to France's Congress of Mayors on Tuesday, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy criticized Russia for focusing on Ukraine's energy infrastructure and using the cold winter as a weapon of destruction. Zelenskyy then called on French mayors to provide assistance to his country. To help with energy shortage back home, Zelenskyy said the country would set up what are being called invincibility centers nationwide.
If massive Russian strikes were to happen again, and if we would have the understanding that power would not be restored within a few hours, then the work of these invincibility centers will be activated. All the basic necessities will be provided. This is electricity, telephone services, internet, heating, water, first aid medicines.
Russia is also making Europe suffer. According to the Russian energy giant Gazprom on Tuesday, it will reduce the natural gas supply being delivered through the last pipeline heading to Europe via Ukraine, starting next Monday, saying gas meant for Moldova was being taken by Ukraine. While Russia is reportedly planning to draft up to 700,000 troops in a second mobilization, the U.S. said it would provide an additional $4.5 billion in direct budget support to Ukraine. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said Tuesday that the funds will help economic stability and support core government services, providing aid for the elderly and the vulnerable. Yellen added the U.S. will continue using all its tools to, quote, weaken Putin's war machine. Kim Bo-kyoung, Arirang News.